Lost on Lost Season 2, baby!
Hell yeah!
We've watched Seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Lost, and we've learned a lot.
Did we?
And we've learned to love Jack, Kate, Sawyer, Boone, and Claire.
Did we?
But now it's time for Seasons 4, 5, and 6.
That's right, we're still going to talk about the mysteries and mythologies of the island.
And obviously hot tropical hookups.
But now we're going to talk about things like the freighter,
The Others,
Charles Widmore,
The Lighthouse,
time travel,
9/11,
Ronald Reagan,
the Catholic Church,
Titus,
gold chains,
the military-industrial complex,
the prison industrial complex,
the void,
the orb,
and so much more.
So strap on and strap down, because if you thought last season was confusing,
This is going to be so much worse. Or better if you like being lost on Lost. Strap on?
you heard me.
Ooh, welcome everybody to Lost on Lost. Hey, I'm JP Russell, and I'm joined as always by my non-problematic friend who's not on the Epstein list, Adam Busher.
Yeah, the Epstein list doesn't exist. It's not a real thing, and so absolutely nobody would be on it, including me.
Yeah.
Or Larchmont's finest, back for the hat trick. Number 3, Alex Tuchi.
Guys, I feel like you're making light of a situation. There's flooding in Texas. Why are we talking about this list, this disgusting list, this like disgusting guy, when there's so many other bad things happening? You mentioning Jeffrey Epstein makes you a bad person, because I'm not on the list that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell doing 20 years for trafficking children to no one?
Somewhere.
No one. Yeah.
The Lost Island?
Alex, welcome back to the show.
It's a pleasure.
So glad to have you.
Alex, we do need an update right off the bat. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I know last time you were on, we said that you were going to squash the beef with Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's been blowing up our email, our social media. They got to know where the beef is with you and Mad Dog right now.
And a new beef started with the guy who stole your TV.
Somebody stole my TV?
Your old roommate?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got a new TV. It's much better. Beef immediately squashed because I got a better TV that's bigger.
The second you got a bigger TV, you're like, we're good, bro.
That guy who took the TV actually helped me bring the new TV into my house. So that was like a very satisfying ending to that.
You
Yeah.
must have read The Art of the Deal.
100%. Absolutely.
We're coming into this episode with some weird energy, boys.
It is. It's like a little Trumpy. There is no beef with Mad Dog. Like, I feel like it's been a year. Universal Music Group has been suppressing a lot of my responses for fear of taking down their biggest artist, Mad Dog.
Yeah.
But I got a little feature on the new Clips album that has nothing to do with Mad Dog. The beef is squashed. I mean, he was looking for dirt. I have none. I'm sorry. I live a boring life.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Clean
Wow.
as preacher sheets.
This is
baby.
huge. You're hearing it first here on Lost on Lost. You guys will hear this in 3 months.
The only way he can respond to me is on this podcast because I have no social media.
Yep.
Doesn't have my phone number.
Yep.
I'm listening.
And the clock's running out because this is the penultimate episode
Oh my god.
of Lost on Lost.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm going to be a little honest. It like finally hit me that this is like,
Yeah. Like
we're at the finish line, man.
As people have been asking me, it's like, oh, how much do you got left? Every time I've said a single digit number, I'm like, man. And then, then they're like, just on my way home from work today, I was like, all right, Alex is going to be here right around 6, and we'll get her going for episode 123, the second to last episode of the show.
Wow.
And guys, I'm gonna try to make it second best. I'm really gonna try to make it second best.
Yeah, I was gonna say you brought your silly goose game the first time you were here, and then you brought serious business for the second time.
Yeah.
And so now this time you're just phoning it in.
Yeah, it's the B game. I'm bringing my B game.
This day
Going for
shift.
silver.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I've thought of a bunch of really good jokes, and I was like, okay, now that those are out of the way.
It's like you do a second draft, but you try to make it worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
absolutely.
oh, this is a good punchline. How can I make it dumber?
Yeah, yeah.
That is in our sort of mission statement for this show.
Yeah.
So, Alex, since last time you were on, watching anything, reading anything, listening to anything good that you would recommend?
Life is good. I'm reading a lot of books, hanging out, still working at the bookstore.
Before the record, you were talking about a book about goat husbandry. Would you recommend that book? Or?
I mean, if you're interested in figuring out how to raise goats, absolutely. I just Googled goat. It was one of the few books that I could download to my laptop right then, which was one of the most important factors in me reading it at the time.
Right.
Totally would recommend if that's something that you're interested in. You know what? Read anything. I feel like literacy is kind of
And an ATL, baby, all-time low.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want to read this because it's 2X or 2Y. Anything that makes you read, go ahead and read it.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's 2X for me. That's why I reach out for the 3X. Got all that fairy smut coming my way.
Hold on, that joke is too good. That is almost an A- joke for the B game episode.
Yeah, better rated it a little bit. A lot of books are 2X. That's why I just read books about dragons jerking each other off.
That might be better, unfortunately.
Fuck! I can't help it.
He's too hot.
Hey, do you guys want to talk about Lost?
Yeah.
Okay, because I cannot deal with this hotness anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the big one. The one you've all been waiting for. Season 5, episode... Oh, I mean, I don't know. Season 5, episode 5, This Place is Death. This Place is Death originally aired on February 11th, 2009. It is the 91st episode of the show overall. Our centric characters are Sun and Jin.
Are they?
Apparently, according to this here paper in front of me. It was written by hometown heroes Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz.
Yeah.
Go Badgers. And it was directed by Paul Edwards. I was sitting there watching it, and the credits came up during the episode. And I was like, oh, Kitsis and Horowitz and Paul Edwards? Did the second to last episode of Lost? And then I had to remind myself that it's not the second to last episode of Lost. It's ours. I was like, oh, yeah, right. Okay.
It is for Jake Jacobson's Lost on Lost on Lost, where he's listening to our podcast in show order.
Correct.
Yeah.
This episode takes place, ?
Yes.
Sometime after the crash of Oceanic Flight 815 and sometime before the crash of the controlled emergency landing of Ajira 316 by Franklin J. Lapidus, Esquire, JD,
Yes.
PhD,
DDS,
THQ,
WWJD.
JP.
Yeah.
Do you ever recap?
I think so.
Okay. Well, let's have it.
What? What? An expedition? I thought you said exposition. Charlotte, you're gonna have to speak up. I have a nosebleed. On the island, our friends are still jumping through time. The French expedition speed runs the island. They meet Jin, the smoke monster, the temple, and death in record time. Locke needs to leave the island or stay on the island so he can bring back Sun, or not bring back Sun because of what Ben said, or maybe it was Christian. Honestly, I kind of tuned out after Charlotte started talking about meatloaf or whatever. Off the island, we see a bunch of stuff we've already seen, except we didn't see the pendulum again, so 0 out of 10 pendulums equals a 10 out of 10 episode. When Juliet mentioned the dilapidated building, it comedically disappeared. I wonder if the same thing will happen if I mention Juliet's socks and shoes. Let's get into This Place's Death here on Lost on Lost.
Attaboy.
do I have a website for you? Yes. You know, I always thought the best time to pivot into a new era of your podcast is the second to last episode of your podcast.
Yeah, and going to super relevant Cardi B noises from 2015.
What?
This episode opens in 2007. We have a view of the famous marina meeting of season 5. From Sun's point of view in the car.
We've seen all of this like multiple times. We saw it at least 2 other times. This meetup has been alluded to and referenced back to because this is kind of a sort of a crossroads moment for the Oceanic 6.
I mean, you've seen it multiple times. I kind of watched all of Lost. Mm-hmm. The beginning of this episode started with a previously on Lost, and I was like, skip that.
Yeah.
That's not what is happening in this show. So we jumped in. I was like, what the hell is happening right now?
Yeah. I mean, technically, I've seen all of the show now. I have no idea what's going on. So
technically, you now have more information about Lost than you've ever had in your entire life.
Wow.
And you're no better equipped to talk about it than you were 5 years ago.
Nope.
which is awesome. So this is like Ben and Jack trying to get the Oceanic Six together so that they can return to the island and save everybody.
Yeah.
This meeting is sort of like creates this sort of season 4 of Arrested Development thing for season 5 of Lost, where they couldn't get everybody together all at the same time, so they just shoot these little scenes in pairs and stuff like that. FYI, T2J, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He's standing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's sitting in the car watching this meeting, watching Jack and Ben trying to convince Kate and Saeed to go back to the island, and they're both like, "Hello." And while she's waiting for whatever, waiting to probably kill somebody, her phone rings, and it's her mom calling from Korea, and she's like, "Hey, I thought you were coming home to Korea. Your daughter misses you." And she's like, yeah, I'll be home soon, Mama.
Don't worry, I'm bringing you a friend.
Yeah, I got a new friend. I kidnapped a linebacker baby in the car. It's right there.
A wild 2 minutes to opening the episode because her daughter comes on the phone and she is absolutely monotone talking to this child. And then it pans over like it's a reveal that there's a kid in the car, which to me there was. And I assume that there was a reveal, but it seemed very climactic in a way that was scary.
There's some weird stuff that they shoot with, like, again, this sort of Arrested Development. We could only get Evangeline Lilly for this day. So here's a shot of her going from the car that we say son is, quote, in, end quote. And so, like, it seems like in this episode, there's a lot of things that they did to move pieces where they needed to be. So, like, there's an episode where Kate has Aaron, and we're like, I thought Aaron was with Son. And so, like, right here, it's like, oh, there's a little cutaway of Kate getting Aaron out of Son's car and putting Aaron in her car so she can storm off.
Also, just quickly, speaking of Arrested Development, I didn't realize that, she says goodbye and she says annyeong, which
is actually Korean for hello. Goodbye.
Which is actually Korean for goodbye, and I never realized that because they...
Because it's a joke in
Arrested
Development.
Development. I treat it like it's a hello, annyeong.
It's a little bit of an aloha situation.
Yeah, because you can use it for hello and goodbye. Yeah, that's it. Annyeong.
Yeah.
So then Son's like, all right, this is dumb. I'm going to kill Ben.
She shows up and she's like,
Ding dong!
she's got her gat. She's fucking hot locked and ready to rock. There's a few more.
Thank God. I'm so excited that this is happening.
I'm glad you had that planned. What would you have done if we were like, all right, we're going to move on?
I'd have brought us back.
Wait. I want to talk about the gun. So Son got Ben's location from Weedmore. And she blames Ben for the death of her husband. And so on both hers and Widmore's behalf, she is going to kill Ben, who in reality is trying to protect her husband. And Weedmore is, in all reality, more responsible for Jin's, quote, death, end quote, than Ben ever would have been.
Precisely.
And Ben just being cryptic as fuck for no reason. Like, gun to your neck, he's like, but answer my riddles 3, and you shall see where your husband do be.
Yeah, he's not, I'll take you 30 minutes across town. It's like, dude had the ring in his pocket the whole time here.
Yeah.
And he could have busted that shit out.
When he said, I'm going to take you to a place and it'll show you that Jin's still alive, whatever, and it'll take us 30 minutes to get there. My first thought was, you can't get anywhere in 30 minutes in LA.
If I watched this episode very close to the record, I was going to try to get Patty on the phone so that we could talk about LA traffic.
Yeah. But yeah, Ben claims Jin's alive and he can prove it. And so then we cut to 1988. Jin and the French research team are hanging out.
I forgot about this plot line until we cut and we saw the French folks.
Yeah. We got a Robert and Montaigne and Nadine and Danielle. None of them look like they don't. And this is a symptom of like my brain being poisoned by like bad 80s stuff. But like they don't look like they're dressed like from the 80s. Like they all look like they were dressed in the same clothes that 815 crashed in.
They got a cell phone face.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Like that hairstyle does not exist without NSYNC first.
In 88? Hell no, it doesn't.
Right. Exactly. One of them's listening to the radio, and the radio is broadcasting the numbers.
The numbers, yeah. I just need to say that, so because my work schedule is very crazy, a lot of times my first consumption of an episode will be, I will just listen to it when I'm driving to and from work.
Sick.
And then I'll watch it over lunch breaks, like actually watch it.
Sure, yeah.
I got caught up in traffic, and I realized how much of this episode was not in English. And I had to be. There is so much fucking subtitles in this episode, and I realized it like 3-4 minutes into this scene. I was like, the fuck am I listening to right now?
Yeah.
It looks like I'm on fucking Rosetta Stone over here.
In the beginning, it's Korean, and then you're like, oh, finally, thank goodness, we can cut to a language that, what?
This unintelligible dead language. Bonjour. Crazy gibberish. This whole scene's in French. Like Jin speaks a little bit of English and some Korean, and
You just can't catch a break, man.
right, yeah. It's like I finally learned English. Now I ran into a bunch of French. God damn it! They want help to go to the transmitter tower. Once they realize that Jin has been to the island before, they're like, "Oh, you must know where the transmitter tower is." They draw a picture in the sand. Take us to that. And he's like, "Yeah, it's over there. I don't know. I gotta find my wife, so I'm going back to the camp where we live."
Yeah.
And then one of them's like, "Do you know how to get there from here?" And he's like, "No." And they're like, "Do you know how to get there from the radio tower?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Fuck."
Somebody in like, I don't know, like a goldenrod or like later, like a cherry red pass of the script was like, why is Jin helping them get to the tower?
Right.
And then they're like, oh, fuck, we're on set. Yeah. Writing those 2 lines in to make it make sense. And I applaud them for that.
Yeah. They're like, "All right, let's go to the radio transmitter." They start heading out, and Nadine disappears along the way.
There's like not enough people for someone to go missing.
No.
Their crew is very small.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah.
Even if you don't like Nadine, someone has to be walking with Nadine.
Right. And they're hanging out, and they're like, where is she? And then they hear the rattle of the smoke monster.
The action hero haircut guy is just like a dick again. He's just like incredibly, she's off chasing a butterfly or something.
Yeah. This is why you don't bring women, because they only think about glitters and stickers and periods. Like, lame. I was a little dumbstruck by it. I was like, holy God.
Yeah.
It didn't make me like him. I'm like, maybe the smoke monster is good. I've really only seen 3 episodes of this show.
If the smoke monster eats this guy,
Hell
will be
yeah.
good. Yeah. Like,
Smoke monster voted for Kamala.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
if the smoke monster was president, we'd all be at brunch.
Save that for the last episode, man. Save that. That's good material you're burning.
Real political. Yeah, right. This is a B episode. Don't burn all the A jokes.
Yes.
This is a B
We need
episode.
to do a clip show. This episode should just be a clip show of your highlights.
Hey, careful what you wish for. We got a clip show on deck. So anyways, they hear the smoke monster, and Jin's like,
That's suspicious. That's weird.
and it comes out, and it pulls them into the woods.
Oh, well, no. Before that happens, they're looking for Nadine, and they're like, "Where's Nadine?" And then the smoke monster coughs her out.
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
Oh, you were looking for her?
And she's
C'est va?
all covered in blood, and she's dead. And they're like, "Oh, fuck!" And then the smoke monster's like, "Brr." But yeah, it's Montan, grabs Montan and drags him off into like a temple, which is
It's European Titus.
this same exact thing happened to Locke.
Yeah.
In a season 1 episode. Yeah, Smoke Monster got a hold of him, tried to drag him underground, but
Which we've seen the smoke monster rip people to shreds.
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly trying to be like, hey, let's all go toward this cave where I can hide your bodies and do stuff.
I think it would have been more effective if it had played some different music underneath it. Like I hear the chicken dance music.
or like the yakety sax.
Yeah, that. I'm also voting for Blue by Eiffel 56 because he's the guy who gets dragged away.
Nice.
This is the story about a guy who got sucked into a temple by smoke. I'm blue, nobody.
Wowzers.
Huge.
Everybody jumps into action very quickly, and they're also kind of getting dragged along while trying to free their friend, who does eventually get pulled into the basement of the temple.
Sans his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sans his arm, which is pretty brutal.
They pull his arm off, and even if they don't pull his arm off, and you're like, oh, the smoke monster pulled his arm off, those guys have to be strong enough to pull an arm off.
Right, yeah, or at least half. Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like, it's insane.
The wild thing about it is you think about whatever happened, right? So Jin was always in 1988 to help prevent Montaigne from just getting sucked in with his whole body intact. Because do you think that they would have had the strength to rip Montaigne's arm off if they would have been down one super buff creature?
And he is very buff. He looks great this episode.
Looks amazing.
Oh,
this
he
episode.
looks great in every episode.
I mean, he does, but it was like I feel like a lot of shots were very much like him blue stealing for the camera a little bit, and I wasn't mad.
Yeah. So Montaigne disappears into the hole, and then Jin's like, we should get the fuck out of here. And then you hear Montaigne down in the hole. He's like, hey, I'm hurt.
It's the Will Ferrell from the first Austin Powers. My legs are broken. I'm going to try to stand up.
Oh, no, there's the other one.
The bone is sticking out.
Oh, God. Yeah, we know you're hurt, dude. Well, your arm looks fine. It's too bad it's over here.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, let's go help him. And they're like, yeah, all right, cool. And they all go down. But Jin's like, Danielle, don't go. You have
Do not.
You're pregnant.
Remember when I said it was a monster? I'm telling you not to fucking go down there.
He's the only one who has been on the island before, and no member of the French research team except for Danielle has listened to him.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes ago, what's his name? Robert was like, oh, can you take us to the radio tower? And now Jin is like, hey, I know this is a smoke monster. It's not real. And he's like, fuck you, dude. What do you know, man? Forget you, man.
What do you know? You can't even speak French.
Me and my friends are going down in this hole. Forget you, dude.
I learn the language if you're going to be on the island. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to be here, speak French. Danielle has a canon moment, picks up the rifle.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Her rifle.
Yeah.
Her rifle.
And then Jin time skips away. Yeah. Did this give you any issues, Alex?
Yes. It gave me a lot of, well, I mean, like, the first thing that I noticed was like, oh, of course they leave the arm to show that like time has passed. That's really smart.
Yeah.
I'm going to specifically call out the special effects makeup team. Even if it has been only a couple of weeks, that arm would be way more ossified than it was then.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like a little bit dirty. If it was even in the same place at all, like it would have gone through bloat phase. There would have been various maggots and flies and insects eating the arm. If the other wildlife hadn't dragged it away from that position on the island. So I was like, confused for a second, and then I was mad that the arm was still there. Didn't make sense.
When he stepped on the arm, it made a squish sound effect.
No, there are no fluids in that arm at this point in time.
Yeah, so the arm's laying there, and the rest of his compatriots are skipping through time, and they have a group to sort of like brainstorm what's happening. They also run into like Desmond and some other folks, and so the core time travel group, which we will reunite with here in just a little bit, they've sort of figured out what's happening to them at this point, whereas Jin's by himself.
Yeah.
And when he's not by himself, he's with the French.
Right.
And so like he's like, oh, arm? What was that light? It doesn't matter. He
just pretend I have a sound effect of Orson Welles going, the French.
Yeah, you didn't bother to put that Orson Welles sound effect on
I
there when
have
you
it
were
on my
loading up all
phone.
your
I don't have it
Cardi
on the
B.
fucking soundboard.
We can fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll throw it in.
Yeah,
Hold for
we're gonna-
Orson. Hold for Orson.
The French.
He starts just kind of like, he's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna look for my wife. He
guess.
starts walking around. He sees a column of smoke, and I was like, oh shit, it's the season 1 finale, the column of smoke from that episode.
Is it?
No, it's not,
Oh.
but that's what I thought. But no, it's just like a fire at the French camp. He goes over there, and there's just smoldering fire, and then there's like all these flies which eat dead bodies, which, as Alex just said, should have fucking happened to the arm.
Another thing about these dead bodies in particular as well, there is a reaction shot of Jin being like, oh, these dead bodies stink.
Yeah.
They're not bloated at all. They are not like in any of the correct phases of death, depending on when they have died. They wouldn't smell like that if they weren't bloated yet. So 0 for 2 special effects makeup team. I'm really sorry to point it out now, but come on. Up your game.
This place would be death if we had a higher makeup budget. 2 dead guys. They've been shot. One of them's got little.
That'll happen on the island, you know. I noticed that right before this, Jin's also got like a star-shaped piece of glitter on his back. It's really weird.
It's embroidered onto the shirt. It's just a generic Hollister shirt that appears. It appears
Just has one star on the back right shoulder.
There, in certain shots you can see, and the fandom believes that this has been color corrected somehow to try and get rid of it. But the shirt has like a golden seagull on it, which is part of the Hollister logo.
They were trying to Greek it out because he turns into a car and runs over a guy in a wheelchair.
Hey, stop with the A jokes. We're bringing our B game.
I was
Alex,
setting up the
knock it
clip
off.
show. We can roll
Fucking knock
all
it
of the
off.
clips of the other
We can
times
put
we've
that in the
talked
clip
about
show.
that.
Okay, all right. Anyways, back on the beach, Rousseau and her boo, whose name I don't care to know,
Robert,
are having a little bit of a standoff, right? Like, it made you sick.
You're sick. Dabs him up.
Yeah, no, she's like, no, you're ill. You've got
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
God damn.
You're
We're
so
almost done,
subtle
boys.
with them, too. I
We're
don't even
almost
know
done.
that you're
We're almost
queuing
done.
them
It's
up.
fine. Don't even worry about it. There's only like one or two more.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
But she's like, no, you're sick. And he's like, no, babe, I love you. Don't even worry about it. And then as soon as she lets her guard down, he draws up on her, points the gun, click. She's like, oh, damn, he's been corrupted by the smoke monster. He's sick. Or he has something wrong with him. She shoots him.
In a fit of paranoid rage, she messed with the firing pin on his rifle.
Is it paranoid if she's right?
And that's the thing. It ends up being justified. So is it paranoid? And it's like, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not to get you. But yeah, like this is a thing that she talked about. Like when Saeed pulled the gun on her and pulled the trigger, and she was like, my lover Robert didn't notice the firing pin was broken.
Dude, that was like 4 years ago. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, that was a super long time ago. That happens in the 9th episode of the show.
Wow.
Give or take. So yeah,
Wowzers.
coming all the way around.
But this episode sounds really good if it's in order.
No way to tell. No way to tell.
Absolutely no way to tell. Anyway.
Jin pops out of the jungle and Russo sees him immediately and she's like, hey, you disappeared. I don't trust anybody. She just starts blasting.
Yep.
And she starts firing that bolt action. She obviously studied at the Lee Harvey Oswald School of fucking shooting dudes.
Yep, fucking Lee Harvey Oswald's Man Liquor Carcano, the world's worst shoulder rep, and the scope was defective on it.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that this guy got off 3 shots, world-class precision? Just moving target through heavy foliage? No way.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jin, he's running and he skips away
again.
So it's after the skips, he's by himself again, but then he hears like some noise and like, oh my God, what's that? And then he turns around and you hear a guy off screen. It's like, hey, drop it. And it's like, I was like, oh shit, it's Sawyer. That's Sawyer's voice. Yeah.
Immediately.
And yeah, he turns around and it's Sawyer. Yeah. And he's like, Jin? Sawyer? They hug?
I was worried racist Sawyer wasn't going to be able to tell who it was because he thinks all Asian people look the same.
Yeah. Secretary Han?
Jay Lee?
Son? Horrible. But yeah, the gang's all here. Locke, Jules, Danny, Miles, Charlotte, the time skippers.
I'm still laughing about Son. Sorry. They're finally all reunited again.
Yep. And so Sawyer tries to explain what's happening to Jin. And Jin's like, this is what I wish I was still alone.
Out of everybody, they picked Sawyer too. Like Sawyer seems like the guy who you have to explain what Uber Eats is to. Like he is living 15 years ago. Every time he talks, he's like, so wait, I have to get in the Uber and go to Cape. They bring it to my house.
But how do they know what I want?
How do they know where I live?
You type it into the app, James. What app? No, I'm trying to get some apps. I want potato skins and poppers, and that's what the apps I want. No, Uber Eats is an app.
Hold on. Show me how to get there on my sidekick.
I want potato skins and potato wedges. You want 2 potato dishes?
Yeah, why not have Faraday explain it? Faraday's the one who explained it to Sawyer. He's a physicist. He's a scientist. He knows what's happening.
Well, and he knows that Charlotte speaks Korean.
Yeah, forgot about that. That's yeah, why is Sawyer doing this?
He's so excited to see Jin, though.
Yeah,
He
I
is,
think,
and he's also excited that his good buddy Jin's English has gotten so good.
and yeah, I think that's probably
He's been on the island. He learned the language.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, some people just put in the effort. Fuck. I feel so gross.
This is all parody. None of this is real.
Fair use,
Yeah.
satire, etc., etc. So Locke is like, hey, Sun's not here. Like, I know you're looking for Sun. She's not here. She got off the island. I'm going to go get her and bring her back. And he's like, excuse me?
Really quick, right before that, Sawyer's like, hey, every time the sun lights up, we move through time. And Jin just fed up, just yells some shit in Korean. He's like, what the fuck? What? I can't believe this fucking bullshit. He's like, I understand you. I just don't know how to express my frustration in English.
He's like, bring Sun back? Why would you do that? And Locke says, because she never should have left.
Yes.
Okay. Cut to 2007. Ben says, hey, I'll prove Jin's alive. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go to this place. And Kate and Saeed are like, I don't think so. This is where Kate grabs the baby. And then Saeed's like, I'm all over. This is dumb. I hope I never see any of y'all again. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out of here.
Fuck you. I don't even know you.
But Sun, out of the three of them, agrees to accompany Ben and Jack to the lamppost. We cut back to the island. They're like, we got to go to the Orchid. That's where Ben told me to go. Somebody told me to go to the Orchid. That's where we're going. And they're like, where is the Orchid? And when is the Orchid? And Jin's like, I'm gonna come with you and help you. And Locke's like, it's a one-man job, man. It's like trying to get a dead possum out from underneath the house crawl space. It's a one-man job. Daniel checks on Charlotte. He continues to dote on her because he's got a crush on her. He's like, how are you doing?
He speaks so slowly.
Yeah.
It's like he's always trying to remember his lines.
He's got the Eric Roberts thing where he's just got cue cards, but they're just on like individual rocks all around the fucking jungle.
Her nose is bleeding, her head hurts, and they skip.
They skip again. Yeah.
And she's like, as soon as they get there, like she's even worse shape, and they don't have time to recover, and they skip yet again. After this skip, Charlotte collapses, and they're like trying to tend to her. And at this point, Sawyer notices that Juliet's nose is bleeding, and she says, "Hey, you too."
Yeah.
And I think Miles also like notices that his nose is bleeding. So like
Nobody gives a shit about Miles. That's so sad.
he's still here. Like, does he have any lines in the episode?
Yeah, Miles doesn't get a lot to do in this one. It's also, you can tell this is like just the way that Sawyer like he's like, hey Juliet, you know, like he's trying to be subtle about it. He's not like making a gross joke. I just see the little sparks of the two of them, and I'm just, God.
It is kind of sweet. Charlotte, yeah, she's starting to get delirious and stuff like that, but she says, don't bring her back. And they're like, why not? And she's like, this place is death.
Drink.
Name of the episode.
She said the thing.
That's the name of our show.
Cut back to 2007, and this is what I wrote. You can't get anywhere in LA in 30 minutes because she's like, I thought this would take 30 minutes. He's like, I didn't account for traffic. You gotta account for traffic. It's Los Angeles. You've gotta account for traffic. Now I know that he hasn't been in the real world for a long time. He's been on the island for a long time and stuff like that, but like he's never been to LA before. He's got all these contacts in LA, Jill the butcher and the fucking lamppost lady, and he knows all these places, but
he knows where he's going.
And he gets all the fucking game updates for baseball. Did he not know that the fucking Dodgers had a game tonight and that the game just let out? It was a 5 p.m. game. Of course they're not getting out till 9.
Check the SIG alert, my dude. It's not that hard. Jack apologizes for leaving Jin behind. He's like, hey, I'm really sorry that I let Jin left him behind. I knew he was down below. We were getting on the helicopter.
Crazy.
I should have got him on there, despite the fact that the helicopter was already overweight and the bomb was going to go off. If I would have stayed and tried to get Jin on the helicopter, we would all be dead, including you. So, and she's like, stop apologizing for that shit. And Ben, I hate you. And Jack's like, oh, I hate Ben too. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
While he's driving the car.
Yeah. If he doesn't do what he says he's gonna do, I'm gonna kill him. And Ben's like, if you guys want to kill me so bad, go ahead and fucking do it. I've been doing nothing but help you. That's all I've been doing.
I have been working so hard.
And I don't understand why you think that I'm the bad guy.
I don't need accolades. I just need just a little bit of appreciation.
Yeah. And in lieu of that, why don't the two of you just shut the fuck up?
I mean, it's just like constructive feedback, my friend. Stop talking in riddles. Like, most of this episode could have been avoided if when she put the gun on you, you were like, hey, here it is. Here's the ring.
Yeah, Jin's alive. I'll take you to him.
Yeah.
I wrote here that Ben versus Widmore is the undercard, and Jacob versus the Man in Black is the main event. And I guess, hypothetically, I knew that, but like it sort of dawned on me here, because a couple episodes ago we were talking about how Widmore had sort of like injected himself into the Jacob and Man in Black thing. He was sort of like third wheeling their epic fight for good and evil and the island, and he didn't need to be there at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, okay, so he wasn't like he's a peripheral part of the Jacob Man in Black thing because of his involvement with Ben. So like Ben versus Widmore undercard, Jacob Man in Black. Sure. Come back to the island.
Charlotte's brain is kind of microwaving a little bit. Yep. She's having a bit of a meltdown. She's having some memories about childhood now, which kind of comes into play here in a minute. But she's saying a lot of stuff, what mommy would say about me marrying an American, like what would daddy say?
I wrote Charlotte is delirious, and then after I wrote that, I realized I don't know how to spell delirious.
Charlotte is Eddie Murphy.
Red hair.
They skip. She's hallucinating. She says she like auditory hallucination. She's like, turn it up. I love Geronimo Jackson stuff like that.
Oh yeah, John Locke's like, let's leave her.
Yeah, she's only gonna slow us down. That type of thing.
This isn't gonna get better.
Right.
Like we have to go. We're on a fucking time crunch.
Yep. And Dana's like, go. I'll stay here.
Right. We can split up.
Yeah. Like there's a bunch of us. Miles isn't doing anything. Take him with you.
Yeah, we also know we're going to time skip together, so like I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah. Oh, this is the point at which Miles' nose starts bleeding. This skip here.
Yeah,
they get to the orchid, and Juliet's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's here at the right time. That's crazy." And then they skip, and the orchid disappears.
Yep, it's the same brand of humor as you could have done this whole time. No, only when it was funny. Like Kitsis and Horowitz were like, "Hey,
I know Charlotte's dying over that clearing. Why don't we put a bit in here?
We should have a bit.
I'm gonna put it just as a bit. Let's get a bit."
They're padding it. They knew that they were gonna have like 5 minutes. Like they sped for how quickly the French expedition team sped run the island. There are like 5 minutes of Jin being in the forest, drinking out of a leaf, being like, "Where am I?"
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, he's on
yeah.
They know what people want at this point in time. It's season 5.
Yeah.
Also, it's so weird that it's like Juliet says that line when Miles is more of a comedic relief throughout the whole show and kind of a smartass.
I thought that was really out of character for Juliet to be the one to say it. Like, oh my god, like. Because then Sawyer hits it with the, "You just had to say something." It was ruined when they got there too. Like it was all covered in moss and like banged up. So like they were like in the future, like in the year 3000 or something.
So they go to the well.
Charlotte was earlier. She was like, "Look for the well." Yeah, and then John Locke sees a well. No way he saw it, but like he felt it, and he
felt the well.
Yeah. That's when the episode turned for me, because I'm learning that this episode is better than I thought it was when you know what else happened in the show. It's almost like these are professional television writers who are really good at their jobs. Yeah. But as soon as I was like, this episode doesn't make any sense, I don't know what's going on, what the hell is going on? As soon as it's a Damon Lindelof show and there's a well, I'm in. Yeah. Like this episode became good for me in this moment. I'm like, here it is. Give him a well.
Yeah, you feel yourself locking in. Yep.
Come back to Charlotte and Faraday talking.
Yep. She's like, "Hey, I never told you this because we actually haven't talked a ton. I grew up on the island. I was a little girl on the island with my mom and my dad, and there was a point at which I had to move off the island with just my mom, and I never saw my dad again. And then, but right before that happened, a scary pervert told me to never come back to the island like, ever again. And I'm only just now realizing, because I'm seeing vivid memories of my own childhood in my microwave brain, that scary pervert was you.
Yeah.
And Dan's like, ugh. I didn't want to be a scary pervert, but something about my beard told me I always would be. My mom was right.
I was only reminded of it when I realized you were still wearing a tie, and the pervert also had a tie.
I feel like every lost twist at a certain point in time could just be, and this might just be true of like Damon Lindelof shows, and there are times when I really like it, and there are times when I don't like it. It's just like the twist is it is you.
Yeah.
The person is you.
And it was you. Yeah.
It was a nice way to cut away. Good job, writer.
Sure.
We come back to the well. Locke's like, all right, I'm going in the well. And Jin's like, don't bring Sun back. You got to promise me not to bring her back. And he says, I promise, with the most lyingest face that a man has ever made.
Just don't look at my fingers behind my back.
Yeah,
I promise, though.
I promise I won't bring her back. And then he's like, nice. Okay, good, cool. And he's like, but she might seek me out. What do I tell her if she does that? And he's like, tell her I'm dead.
Take this ring.
With this ring, I am dead.
It's also like, I get that it's a wedding ring, and I didn't see, because again, I was watching this in the backseat of my car on an iPhone, very sunny. Was there anything engraved within the ring? No. Because that is kind of like one of the most generic objects on the planet.
Just a gold band.
It's just like a wedding ring, and Son immediately is like, "Oh my God, Jin!
It's Jin's ring!" Yeah.
Actually, it's engraved on his ring. It does canonically say "remove from finger if dead." So
I always thought it was weird that he got that.
it's a mafia thing.
Yeah.
He also Locke also says goodbye, James. Like a very definitive, like he knows or has a suspicion that this is probably going to be the last time I see this man.
I replayed that moment twice because he does say it. He is like, goodbye, James. And then he says, Juliet, Miles, I'll see you when I get back. Like, he says it, but like, yeah, he sets it up with that very definitive, like, well, I'm going in the well.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Also, to a very reasonable question from Sawyer, which is like, hey, why don't you not climb down the well? Why don't we lower you?
Yeah.
And he's just like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
It's a deep well. Like, once he climbs over those stones and starts like climbing down the rope, it turns out that it's a super deep well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he starts going, and then the light starts shining,
Oh, shit.
and the noise starts going, and it's like, oh shit, you're only 4 feet from the top. Come back up.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm gonna not do that. They skip away. James tries to pull him up. Locke falls down the shaft and up top. Sawyer's just like pulling a rope into the floor,
Chugging his rope.
Yep. And Juliet's like, I thought I told you not to do that.
You can let go of that now.
You big dumb handsome man.
You big dummy.
He's like, Locke is dead.
Yeah. He's been buried alive. What are we going to do about that? And it's like, what can we do about it?
I don't know, flirt? Like,
Why don't you take your shirt off about it? We cut over to Charlotte. She's fucking Danzo.
Yeah.
She's really starting to really
Take a fork in her, she's done.
Yep. She's really starting to lose it. And Danny's like, hey, oh, wait, don't die. My mom will help us. My mom has the answers. I told Desmond to find my mom, and my mom will save us. And she's like, when did you see Desmond? He's like, it was before.
You have a mom?
And she's like, I don't want to wait for that.
Yeah. That seems like a real long time.
Yeah, if she didn't already fix this, hey, I'm done here. And she croaks. Underground, under the well, John Locke has a compound fracture.
And he's like,
Ow.
oh my God.
He's like, well, fuck, my leg hurts, I'm down here. But then he hears a noise. It's like, oh, there's somebody down here. Oh, who's there? Who's there?
fucking,
Christian.
oh, shit.
Or is it?
It was also like big reveal. I'm sure to you guys, they did like a big reveal. It was like, hello, John. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Fucking guy, yeah.
What? I don't think I made this clear enough before. The 2 episodes that I've seen of this show where everybody loves Hugo,
Phenomenal episode.
an amazing episode. And then the
Yeah.
Sideways Desmond flash,
Yeah.
which means I have seen probably 2 minutes of Jack on screen
Yep.
for the sum total of both of these episodes.
Yep.
Like, who the fuck is this guy at the bottom of the well?
So this is this is Christian, Jack's father, but it's not Christian.
No.
It's the man in black.
Evil Christian.
Evil Christian. I can think of a few evil Christians.
Hey, got him. And so he's like, "Hey, John, welcome to the cave. Wheels in there. It's a little off kilter. All you gotta do is
Yeah, just go.
pop that back in place.
Yeah, just sort of push that bad boy back to where it belongs.
It's not gonna move the island like the last time it got turned. It's just gonna fix the time skips.
There is also a side effect though. When you touch the wheel and you start fucking with the wheel, you're gonna.
You got to go to Tunisia. But yeah, the wheel can do two things. Why shouldn't it be able to?
The wheel contains multitudes.
Yeah. And Locke's like, yeah, no, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help I'm here to bring back the Oceanic Six. I'm here to stop the time skips. I'm here to do all that. My leg is pretty boned up. Can you help me out? And Man in Black's like, nah, dog.
No, absolutely not.
Good. Well, it's a lot more interesting for me if I don't.
Crawl.
He's also like, hey, Richard said I was gonna die. You know anything about that? He's like, it's a coin toss. Who knows?
Guess that's why they call it a sacrifice.
That was hard. That was good.
real
In a
good.
different show, that could have been cut to commercial. That was really nice.
Yep. So that motivates John, and so he gets up on his one good peg and heads over to the wheel, and there it is, and it's got green light coming out of it, and he grabs a hold of it and starts wrestling it back onto its axis, and he gets it, clunks, and then the light starts to go, and then Christian's like, say hello to my son for me.
I really was like, who is that?
Yeah, and Locke is like, who's your son?
I felt very connected with Locke in that moment. That was maybe my favorite scene of the episode.
Yeah.
Really good. I also want to point out for a later bit how important it is to get all 6 people back on the island. He's like, oh, can I get all 6 people? Or will you get all 6 people? And John Locke's like, what if I can't? And he's like, it's important that you get all 6 people. Very important. All 6 of them.
Can I sub him out? I know I can get Randy Nations. What if I can't get Hugo? Can I get Randy Nations?
You fucking moneyball it. It's like, if we can't get Jack, Kate, Son, Hugo, we got to recreate them in the aggregate. We're going to get Rose. We're going to get Randy Nations. We're going to Trisha Tanaka. We're going to get Mama Reyes. We're going to get Margot Shepard, Jack's mom. We'll grab a couple of dead bodies just for fun. We'll get Brett Cullen because he looks a lot like Goodwin.
The Lost Aggregate. real quick, funny ball. Is that us right now? Is that
There we go.
anything?
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Okay.
Save it for the last episode.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're on B. Sorry.
And Scott Hatterberg. You know why?
Why?
Gets on base.
Yeah. Why is that? Do I talk when you point at me?
Yeah, when I point at you, yes.
I've seen that movie 12 times. It's so good.
I read that book before the movie came out, and because I knew I saw that it was going to be a movie, and I read it. I was like, "How do you make this book a movie? This is a book about baseball statistics and how they're like compounded and how you can use that to win baseball games. How do you make that into a movie?" And then I saw Moneyball, and I was like, "This is one of the best baseball movies I've ever seen in my whole life."
It's Spreadsheets, the movie featuring baseball, and I fucking love it.
Cut to 2007.
I really wanted to have it's Canton like Rainier carpet cleaning van or something. I wanted that to be more of like every time Ben's rolling up a body, he's rolling it up into a thing of carpet or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I wanted that to be a reoccurring bit, but it's not.
Yeah, that'd be good. Everything's drenched because either one of two things. They did a wet down because that's something you do in television to make stuff look more dynamic. You wet down, or it rained recently in Hawaii where they shoot the show, and neither one of those things would be true in Los Angeles. It fucking literally never rains here. This is the point in which Ben is like, here's Jin's wedding ring. I got it from John Locke. John Locke got it from Jin. John Locke's dead now, but Jin's probably still alive. Like, chain of evidence or whatever. Like, he was alive when he gave it to John, and so he's probably still alive now that I have it.
Yeah.
Even though John Locke's hung.
He didn't die when you thought he died. Like, he said, I have definitive proof that Jin's alive.
Yeah.
And it downgraded to, I don't think he's dead right now.
I don't think he's dead right now.
Because Jack's got something about like, you said John never came to visit you. He's like, he didn't. I went to go see him.
Yeah.
And it's like, huh?
I went to go see him.
Well, actually, you didn't ask the right question. Shut up. Like, if our whole lives are some sort of big stupid escape room where we have to get out of the real world and go back to the island, stop talking in fucking riddles.
I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't understand why you're mad at me.
Stop being so fucking
Cryptic.
purposely obtuse.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to be a fucking collaborator here.
Yeah.
But I didn't go see him. He went to see me.
And then I fucking strangled him.
Wait, did I say that out loud or in my head? I can't. The lines are blurring.
I'm the world's strongest boy, and I choked John Locke to death, who weighs like twice as much as I do.
It's crazy. He was already neck and noose. I decided to talk him out of it and then kill him. It was hilarious.
Why'd you do that? Just to feel him die.
I needed to do it myself.
Let's go into this church, guys. Why don't you go into this church right now?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
He makes son promise to come along. He's like, all right, now that you know, you have to promise to come with me. And she's like, yeah, I will.
Yeah, whatever.
And then Desmond's like, hey, yo, what are y'all doing here?
That was really exciting for me.
I was pumped. I totally forgot that fucking Desmond was part of the show.
What are you doing here? I get drunk in this church parking lot every Tuesday.
And then I remembered, oh yeah, Desmond was at the church too. And I remember
I don't remember that
when
at
we
all.
watched that episode, I was like, how did Desmond? So yeah, Desmond's like, what are you doing here? And they're like, the same thing you're doing here. We're here to talk to Faraday's mom, and she works here. And he's like, that's actually exactly why I'm here.
Cool.
Faraday told me to find his mom, and then he sent me to fucking Oxford, and she wasn't there. And then some janitor was like, I think she works at a church in Los Angeles.
Did you ever hear a call forwarding?
He's like, I have a sailboat. That'll take me like no time to get to Los Angeles from fucking Oxford.
Give me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Forgot about traffic.
You can't get anywhere in Los Angeles in 30 minutes, but you can get to Los Angeles in 30 minutes.
The Oxford moment and Ben being like, I will take you to the church happened at the same time.
They go into the church. My last note here, and I know some other like couple like little conversational things happen, but like as they're entering the church, I just wrote down that they're all dressed very cool.
Yeah.
And then I remember thinking back to the fucking lamppost episode. I was like, they did look like all like, because we're so used to seeing them all like sweat drenched, salt survivor shit, and then to see them all like slick and like damp from the wet down outside, and like black clothes and leather jackets and shit like that. I was like, man, these guys are fucking cool. This is slick. So yeah, Fiona Flanagan's here, and she's like, hello everybody. I don't know how to do an Irish accent, and she's like, I thought I said get everybody, and Ben's like, this is all I could get on short notice.
Yeah.
Son, Jack, Desmond doesn't count. He doesn't have to go back. He is sort of just peripherally here. And she's like, all right, let's get to work.
Which is crazy because 10 minutes ago, Jack's dad was like, you need to get everybody. Do everybody or don't bother. And she's kind of like, fuck it, I guess.
Yeah, the Oceanic 2, a literal third of the amount of people we need. All right, yeah, it'll probably be fine. Which is essentially what she says in the next episode. The more people you get, the higher likelihood of success. But like, we can still try it.
Also, at the end of the day, doesn't matter.
Yeah, big
Fucking rip, dude.
Yeah, she's like, okay, let's do it. And they're like, she's like, come check out my pendulum, but next week. Lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
Holy fuck. This place is death.
This place is death.
Only one person died in this episode. No, actually, a bunch
A lot
of
of people died in this episode.
Who died in this?
The French
All
people.
the French people plus Charlotte.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
That scared the shit out of me.
Sorry. That's Cardi B yelling, it don't matter, after mispronouncing Minneapolis 3 times and being corrected.
Did we like it wasn't good? That is the first question on the docket here at the end of the episode. You can like something that sucks. You can hate something that rules.
Yeah.
Did we like it wasn't good? Alex, kick it off.
I think it ended up being good. And initially, I didn't like it. I thought it was a bunch of like moving pieces to get where they needed to be for another episode. I didn't have the context of the rest of the episode to see, or the rest of the series to see where those pieces were moving to. I thought a lot of like the time skips ended up being incredibly convenient for the writers. And this was my initial opinion. However, over the course of my third and final appearance on Lost, I've determined that not only was it good, but I liked it because I got to dissect it with you two gentlemen.
Oh,
It's good. I like it.
Nice.
yeah, he's
good. He likes it. Nice.
He's a good.
JP.
I'm a little torn on it. I think that this was a good episode. It had things. It wrapped up the French timeline, which I was looking forward to. I get to see Charlotte die.
You've been looking forward to that.
The well thing. On paper, it's good. I don't know if I cared for it. I don't know. I just kind of felt meh about it.
Okay.
But it might also be because, like, this is the penultimate episode and I know how all this shit wraps up. So I was just kind of like, I know.
Sure.
Like, John Locke goes down the well and breaks. Is like, I know. They get off the island. I know. They got to go back. I know. Fiona's got a pendulum. I know. The French people all die. I know. So, like, it's probably symptomatic of this podcast.
Sure.
And the non-linear nature of it. Adam.
I have said before that a lot of season 5 episodes suffer from watching them out of order because the context gets all jumbled and all of that. And I think this is the first time we're like, I am so glad I know everything else that happens in season 5. That made this so much more fun to watch. I had a great time watching this. There were a couple of things that were a little dumb, but I had a good time nonetheless.
Okay.
This plays to death. Should have been the second to last episode of season 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Put it right before the incident.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to show me season 5's version of the other 48 days? And it stars Jin? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Yeah, I had a good time. This is all right. But I don't know if it's good, but I had a good time.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. Y'all want to hand out some awards?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
So the Lost MVP, who's your favorite? Who's getting the gold star minus your memories, minus your context, even though we're basically all caught up now.
Yep.
But yeah, who's getting the A plus? Well, who's not getting the A plus? Who's getting the B plus for this episode?
Which is the best grade that you can get in this episode.
Right. Yes, precisely.
Absolutely.
Alex, start us off. Who is your Lost MVP?
Well, I was going to hand it to Jin because it, very clearly is this episode until it is no longer this episode. Strong contender. I liked seeing a lot of shots of him gallivanting about the island until it stopped being about him halfway through the episode.
Yeah.
I really did like that scene between Locke and Jack's dad at the bottom of the well. I thought that was cool. That felt like very classic Damon Lindelof for me. But again, we're not in the market of A plus here.
No.
We're in the market of B plus.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing away the gold star. I'm handing out a silver star to my man Sawyer, who I've also not gotten to really see during this show. Yeah. And I feel like seeing him was not like the best part of the episode, but my favorite part of the episode. Sure. Yeah. So getting all of those, like parts that I think were objectively good and I also liked out of the way. Not to say that, Sawyer's not great. He's absolutely objectively excellent. It was just the silver star of this episode because it was so personal to me.
There you go.
So that's my guy.
JP.
I'm gonna give it probably for the last time to my sweet baby boy John Locke. Watching this episode, I was thinking a lot about this is the last time Locke is ever on the island.
Yeah.
And this whole time he's just trying. He's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I need to do, but I'm going to get there and I'm going to try and help my friends and the island. And he pushes through, broken leg, time jumps, all this stuff. He has no idea what danger he's putting himself into, but goddamn it, he's going to try. And if there's at least one thing, John Locke is always trying.
Sure.
Except for when he's about to give up and kill himself. But that's the life and death of Jeremy Bentham thing. I'm going to give it to my sweet baby boy one last time.
All right. Yeah. There's absolutely no way you're going to give it to John Locke in the next episode. So,
well, that's also Flock. So,
well,
all right. Well, all right, Adam.
Adam's looking at me like I know shit.
Right,
I don't know anything. I'm like,
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Adam.
Ben?
Wow.
Ben's your MVP.
Wow.
Yeah, I really liked that part where he was driving the van and he was like, I'm trying to help you guys, and all you've done is fucking threaten to kill me. Like, I liked him standing up for himself, I guess.
Okay. Sure.
That is respectable. It was messed up that he was driving the van and they were like, you know who fucking sucks?
Right.
Ben. I
Yeah.
fucking hate that guy. He's
Right.
ugly. He smells like shit. And he's like, I'm right here.
Let's talk about him like he's not in the car.
There's really no way to subtract my context at this point in the podcast.
Sure.
But like seasons and seasons of just being dumped on by the survivors, literally beat to fuck. And like, yeah, he's antagonistic to them in the early days, but like, he's right. At this point, he is trying to help them, and he's turned a leaf when it has come to them, to the survivors. Oh, yeah, Ben, sure.
Nice.
Okay.
Measured take.
We'll give it out to Ben one last time. Yeah. Well, let's look at the flip side of the coin, though. The Lost Forever, King Suck a Shit Mountain, who didn't you like? Who didn't bottom of the pile? Who's falling down a well and breaking their leg? Alex, who was your Lost Forever?
Special effects makeup team. I'm calling you out. Calling you out on those dead bodies.
Fucking got him.
Well, I guess it's not, you know what? I went too hard on the special effects makeup team. It's not them. Like, they can only do as much as they can do. They should have had a researcher on the show. They should have had it for as many dead bodies as there are on the show. Yeah. It's whoever said, you know who we don't need? A researcher. Yeah. We're gonna save that and send it to
producer. That's who it is.
Yep.
No,
I love every line producer. Every line producer is my friend. I think they're great.
The studio told the line producer.
Well, actually, I mean, it was. It probably couldn't have been avoided. It probably couldn't have been avoided. There was nothing to be done. Absolutely nothing to be done.
A researcher's a luxury position.
Research? Well, no, I think they're indispensable. Back to the special effects makeup team.
Yeah, special effects is a fucking. That's a luxury position. Just let the regular makeup team do it.
Let them do it. Bloat those bodies. Do something. Shout out Autonomous FX. I'm plugging Autonomous FX right now on the show. Shout out Lawrence. Shout out Lawrence from CSI. You should have been on the show.
Yeah.
It definitely is Lawrence. Shout out Lawrence. I didn't need to check anything. That's my guy.
Him. He's the one.
That's my guy.
My pronouns are he because I'll never be him. JP Lost Forever.
Adam, who's your MVP?
Ben.
Yeah, my forever's Ben. Like, sure. Yeah, that's an exact. Sure. They shouldn't talk about you like you're not there. The reason they want to kill you is because you're being cryptic and cagey and not honest. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Adam.
Ditto everything JP said. Yeah.
You canceled out your own vote. Why did you even go to the fucking polling place?
It's the duality of Ben.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole show. Hey, I'm just trying to help. Hey, put together a complete sentence. Hey, don't answer my question with a question. Hey, stop killing everybody. Hey, make your motivations known from fucking anybody. Stop having so many secrets. Stop being a weird pervert about Juliet. She doesn't belong to you. Women don't belong to you. Yeah, Ben. Yeah. Because, he like, I did like that he stood up for himself, but, I mean,
he came to visit me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, since you're canceling yours out, I'll just say Charlotte then. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have been waiting for a while for her to die, so she should be your MVP for finally making all your wishes come true.
No, I gotta give it to my baby boy.
A couple of quick little trivia notes from this episode. This episode, season 5, episode 5, is the first episode of the entire series in which Ben and Desmond speak to each other.
Holy
shit. They previously only had one scene together at the cockpit wreckage in the beginning of the end. This is also the first episode of the entire series to feature Ben and Sun speaking to each other, even though they were both in the same locations in the beginning of the end. This episode is also only the second time that Locke and Jin have spoken to each other in the entire series. They previously had one small exchange in the episode What Kate Did after Locke cut the handcuff off of Jin's wrist.
Wowzers.
John Locke, racist.
That's your MVP?
That's your MVP.
That's your MVP?
That's your MVP, doesn't it?
Wow.
Listen, nobody's perfect.
Also, at the end of this episode, Sawyer, Jin, and Claire are the last remaining members of the 14 original main cast members to still be on the island.
Oh, fuck. I forgot Claire's still on the island.
Yeah, somewhere out in the fucking woods. And yeah, that's some pretty interesting stuff.
It's good trivia.
Wowzers.
It's not bad trivia. Thank you. Thank you as always to the community over at lostpedia.com.
Man, what would we have done without y'all? That's
Yeah. And what would we have what would we have done without Alex? Helping us bring this bad boy in for a landing.
This capital B.
Yeah.
I put the B in bad boy.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, come on down to Chevalier. It's a great bookstore, great establishment.
Yeah.
Get reading.
Yeah.
Shout out Mad Dog. There's absolutely no beef anymore. Shout out special effects makeup teams everywhere.
Yep.
Shout out Lost.
Lost.
What a great show.
Yep.
I'm handing them out. Shout out you guys. You know,
Hey.
This has been great. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Now 3 times. Thanks for having me back. It's been a beautiful time. I wish you nothing but the best for your final episode.
Thank you.
It's going to be rad.
And it was an absolute pleasure having you back.
Yes, absolutely.
This was such a good time. Sort of one of those happy coincidences to have gotten to meet you on CSI and then bring you into the fold over here on Lost. Been a blast.
I mean, after your first episode, we were literally like, we have to have him back again.
Yeah. The second you walked out the door.
You know I'm always on my B game. You know I am always on my B game.
Yeah. If you need a clutch performance, call Tuchi. He'll give you 85%.
If you need a clutch performance, call somebody else, and when they cancel, call me.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
And I'll be there. JP.
Yeah.
I guess this is sort of a dumb question, but like, what are we doing next time?
Hey,
Hey.
if you're looking to be lost with us,
Yeah.
next time we will be watching Season 6, Episodes 17 and 18, The End, starring Various. We are going to have, as it was foretold, the Alpha and the Omega. As it began, so shall it end.
He is him who is called I Am.
The localist of celebrities, Noah B. Totsky, will be joining us for an A+ episode.
The B is, of course, for
Brandel.
or this episode.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about how this show wraps up. Now, I want to say to the audience, we have some other stuff, some Lost related ish content that will be out after that.
Yep.
We're still working out what we're gonna do after this, but that'll be in our debrief. We've got some content for you guys regarding that. But as we approach the end of this project after 5 fucking years of this, want to say thank you to everyone who has continued to listen. And Adam, thank you for putting up with all of my shenanigans. And
Right back at you, homie.
I'm fucking pumped, man. I've been thinking about this for a long time, so it's gonna be a good one. Come back for that.
Faux show.
The people that are lost on Lost are like, you know what? I'm gonna skip the finale.
That's what I did with regular Lost.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was halfway through the end, and I was like, this is boring.
This is dumb. I love it.
I want to go to sleep.
I'm gonna go roast a joint and go to Taco Bell.
Oh, shit.
Boy.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Lost on Lost.
I'm Adam.
I'm JP.
Do you have any idea what's going on this show?
No.
Oh,
Me neither. Lost on Lost is produced and edited by me and JP.
We wish to acknowledge that we live, work, and produce our show on occupied land.
Burbank, California is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Tongva, Chumash, Kizh, and Fernandino Tataviam peoples.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin is located on the traditional tribal lands of the Peoria, Potawatomi, Miama, and Ho-Chunk peoples.
And Lost was produced in Hawaii on the lands of the Kanaka Maoli.
Visit native-land.ca to learn more about the land you live and work on.
You can engage with us on IG, Facebook, and Twitter at Lost on Lost 1.
You can also email us at wearelostonlost@gmail.com or support us with dollar monies at coffee.com/wearelostonlost.
Thanks to Lostpedia and its community of contributors, Danny Schmitz, random.org, and as always, you the listeners for tuning in.
We're hosted at Podbean. You can hear us there or wherever you get your podcasts, except MySpace. We're not on MySpace.
Yet.